Oh my God, sister. Oh, my sister. We're gonna bring you some.
Odelia Quewezance wears a ribbon skirt and her sister Nerissa in shackles as the two meet outside the Yorkton courthouse for a 2-day bail hearing, which would allow them to be released from jail while a review of their case is underway.
I feel good inside my heart. I feel like me and my sister are gonna finally get the justice we deserve after how many 30 years. So I'm feeling a lot of feelings today, and it's been a tough go for me.
In 1994, the sisters were convicted of second-degree murder in the 1993 death of farmer Anthony Dolph near Kamsack, Saskatchewan. It's a crime their cousin confessed to. Since then, they asked the courts to be free on court-ordered conditions. Their case has been sent for review because the Minister of Justice says a miscarriage of justice may have happened. As Nerissa stepped out of the police vehicle, she met their nephew, Jesse Straightnose, for the first time since being incarcerated nearly 30 years ago.
When this first all began, I was only like 3 or 4 years old, and if they do get out and stuff like that, I really hope they can cope with everything out in this world. Like the same. I know it's not going to happen in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. It's not going to happen in those days, but we're all willing to help my aunties and stick by their sides.
Vice President of the Congress of Aboriginal People, Kim Bodin, is advocating for the sisters. He hopes to see them get bail soon.
I didn't actually think it would take this long, but then on the other hand, in terms of the way the justice system works in Canada, in terms of Indigenous people, how it impacts Indigenous people, it's more, we call it it's justice system. It's not a justice system for our people at all.
And criminal justice advocate Nicole Porter says she's done a forensic analysis for the sisters.
I've reviewed every file that existed in the forensic analysis, and I've reviewed the trial transcripts. I've reviewed everything. There was no physical evidence, and we had a confession at the time, and we had a confession on national TV years later. Why they've been there so long is beyond me. It's beyond all of the advocates involved, and it's been 30 years. It's time. It's beyond time that they get to go home.
For Odelia, who's on day parole, she says she hopes for a positive outcome this week that will bring their family back together.
I'm a strong believer in my prayers and in my culture and the support that I have with all my lawyers and my team. So I'm nervous, but I feel strong in my heart.
Tamara Pimentel, APTN National News, Yorkton.
Our APTN web reporter Danielle Parody has been in court today listening to the bail hearing. She joins us now from Yorkton. Danielle, you spoke with the sisters before the trial and at lunch today. What is their perception of the hearing so far?
For the sisters, this has been a very difficult time. There's been a lot of very personal information that they've had to discuss while they're up at the witness box, including their history of incarceration, courses that they've taken, as well as times when they've been lawfully at large, or parole hearings, or any troubles with addiction or mental health that they've uncovered. So it's always a difficult day, and both sisters have expressed to me that it's a difficult time, but that they're staying strong.
Right. So what more was discussed during questioning in the bail hearing today?
During the hearing, we're hearing a lot about what kind of conditions the sisters will have if they're out. So we've heard from Odelia's husband, Jay Cook, talking about home life and what sort of supports will be for them, as well as for Nerissa, who has the support of FSIN through Ali Bear, as well as Kim Bodin, who is with the Aboriginal People's Congress and has actually offered to have Nerissa live with him should she be released on bail.
Okay, interesting. Now, one of the surprises today was that Odelia was talking about her living conditions. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, so Odelia is at a halfway house in Regina, and she has said that she's been witnessing drug overdoses, deaths, that there's a lot of alcoholism and drug use near her. So as somebody who has a past struggle with addiction, that's a very challenging environment for her. She says it is not quite as supportive as a healing lodge that she was previously in, and that she is finding herself struggling, but that she sees the light ahead of the tunnel, and she's very interested in staying strong so that she can be out.
Okay. Now, will there be a decision this week?
There will not be a decision this week. The judge has let us know early on that he is going to be on vacation starting Friday, and so he's going to be putting this decision in reserve. So we're going to expect to wait 6 to 8 weeks for a decision.
Okay, well, thank you for the update, and thanks for talking to us today.
Thank you.